back, everybody. So today before work, I am going to do a little bit of meal prep for the week. So I have some leftover pork roast and I'm going to make a breakfast hash. And then I'm going to take some canned ground beef. I have some leftover cauliflower, and then I'm going to take some more rice cauliflower, and I'm going to make a beef and creamy cauliflower hot dish that's going to go into the oven. And this is all AIP approved, paleo, gluten-free, all of the above. So I am moving a little bit gingerly. I reached down to grab my 9x13 pan, and when I came up, my back tweaked. I don't know why this is happening lately, but so yep, I'm feeling it. And so if I'm moving a little slow, that's kind of what's going on here. I need to grab my knife. Here we go. And let's see what else. Oh, many of you are asking, I know this is not a weight loss. Remember I said in the mist, we're not doing it for weight loss, but some of you are asking, did I lose weight the first week? Yes, I did. So I am down 8 pounds in week 1. I'm noticing a lot of it is inflammation. I'm feeling a lot of inflammation is down. You know, it's expected for me. I'm expecting to drop plenty of weight just because I've been struggling losing weight so much, and I think it's just because I've been feeling so horrible. And so I'm not shocked by that. But like I said, I'm not doing this for weight loss. I'm doing it to feel better, and part of feeling better, I'm sure, is getting a lot of the excess weight that has been just hanging on off as well. So let's get going. So let me bring you down here. I have a couple apples here that I need to chop up. I have a sweet potato that I need to chop up, and I am going to chop up a couple onions. I'm going to start with the onions because I'm going to put one in I have a whole bunch of onions, as you've all seen in my shopping hauls. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put one onion in my hot dish instead of the onion powder that it calls for. And then I'm going to do one onion in my breakfast hash. And then I'm going to chop up the sweet potatoes and the apples for my breakfast hash. It also says you can add dried cranberries. I do know I have dried cranberries somewhere. I just honestly don't know where they are. I'm probably not going to add those in this morning. I'm adding the sweet potato instead. Let me see how I can do this. I'm telling you guys, this back thing is what is going on. And then the small one, I'm just going to go ahead and throw it right in this, in this little pan for my hot dish. And this one, this big onion, I'm going to use in my hash. Woo, this is supposed to be a sweet onion, but I already feel my eyes crying. Potent onion, everybody. Woo, yeah, oh my goodness. Woo, crying. Oof, da. Oh my word. Okay, I'm gonna go throw this in my skillet. I threw that onion, just heated in my skillet a little bit. Now I'm gonna chop up some sweet potato and this apple to go into my hash. So this was a big sweet potato, so I just did one. I don't know why that sweet potato was being difficult. Now I'm gonna do these apples for a little bit extra. Okay, so before I go over to the stove and do my hash, I want to assemble this casserole real quick. This creamy beef and cauliflower casserole. So in here I just have onion, and I have some leftover cauliflower I cut up. And I'm going to take my can of ground beef here that I had canned up. I need to get one of those canning openers. There we go. Nice seal. Dump this in here. And this is ground beef we canned together in a video. I can link below if you like. But here we go. So I'm just going to mush this up. This is just an easy AIP creamy casserole when you're looking for that home cooking food. And then I'm going to put some riced cauliflower here that I think I got this one at Walmart. So I'm going to add this to my you can also rice your own feta cauliflower. So I'm just going to put a bag of that in there. I put some ginger, about a tablespoon of ginger, and salt, about a teaspoon of salt. Then it says garlic powder. I actually did take some garlic powder out. So about a tablespoon of garlic powder, tablespoon of thyme. So got that. Tablespoon of oregano. There we go. And 1 can of full fat coconut milk. Make sure it just doesn't have the gargum in it. This one I got from, Azure Standard. Oh yeah, that looks good. This is gonna give us our creaminess to our hot dish here. So I'm gonna mix this all up together. And I have my oven preheated to 350. I'm gonna add 2 cups of baby spinach and 2 cups of kale to this. So we're gonna do 1 cup. I'm just gonna dump this whole thing in. It needs to be used up. 2 cups of the baby spinach and 2 cups of kale. There we go. And let's mix this all up here, and then we're gonna bake it for 20 to 25 minutes at 350. And we will see what this looks like when it's done. And then we'll head over and make our breakfast hash, which is what I'm gonna have for breakfast. So I did make those plantain pancakes yesterday, which are so good. You guys are delicious. So I'm gonna make some hash, and I'll have a variety for breakfast this week. I'm trying to see if this needs a little bit more liquid. If it does, I may add a little bit more coconut milk to it. We'll see. All right, so I'm gonna go throw this in the oven. We'll see how it does. If I think it needs a little more moisture, I guess I will add some more coconut milk. But because the cow flour rice is frozen, I'm just gonna let it go. I'm gonna let it start like this, because I'm thinking once that starts melting, it'll give it some more moisture. So I'm gonna put this in the oven, and then we'll go over to the hash. All right, so here I have been sauteing the onion in some coconut oil. I'm gonna add a little bit of minced garlic here. There we go. And to that minced garlic, I am going to add my sweet potatoes and apples. This all nice and softened up a little bit here. I could also have added radishes to here, which I generally do. Honestly, I just didn't feel like cutting any up right now. My back is feeling a little painful. This will make a great hash with this. So I'm just gonna let this, I'm gonna turn up the heat a little bit. I had it down while I was making that casserole. So this is gonna make a delicious hash. I'm gonna let this cook for about 5 minutes. Then I'm gonna add in the leftover pork. I also have a little bit of leftover cabbage that is already cooked. So I'm gonna add that. And then I think I'm gonna add, just for some more color, I'm gonna add in some more kale because I have so much. Just add a little bit. But you know, it would be delicious to add in some dried cranberries. I just honestly don't know if I have any or where they are. So I'm gonna leave those out. And it says a little bit of thyme, some salt, and I might add a little bit of the little bit of basil leaves that I have left. I might add just a little bit of that in there as well. Oh, you guys, pray for me. I probably really need to go to the chiropractor. I must just be out of alignment, which, I mean, I just can't believe this happened again. I really want to get my garden beds together, and so hopefully this is just a little setback and my back won't be as bad as it was last time, especially since I'm not going to be taking ibuprofen. If any of you have been on the AIP elimination and had any like severe anything gone out, what have you done? What have you done to get better, and what have you done for the pain? Because I don't take pain meds either. I did, when I had a migraine, I did take some Tylenol one day. But you know, when it's really inflamed, I think I might just do a little ice today. I know my muscle rub really helped last time, but that has crushed red pepper in it. So I don't think I'll be using that either. So I'm going to add in this pork roast here. I have it in pretty big chunks. And I'll just kind of break it up with my spatula here. And some of these cabbage pieces, these leftover vegetables. Okay, this one probably is not going to be as pretty as the next one because this time feeling I wasn't quite as cautious and perfect with my cutting. But as long as it tastes good, that's all that matters. And you guys get different ideas of things we can make. It's all about having good foods. I'll let this heat through, and then I'm going to throw some kale in here, and I think this one will be done. This roast I got at Misfits, and it was pretty tender. That was good. And I just put it in with my meats and vegetables, and then this is just the leftovers. Hi everybody. So for this week's meat selection, what I did was I took one New York strip steak, I have a pork loin roast, and I have 2 pork center chops that I got at Misfits. This is from my meat farm that I buy from. And then I just added a whole bunch of veggies and garlic on the bottom. So I have onions, celery, and I chopped up some cabbage that I needed to use up because I do like cabbage and pork together. And I have mushrooms because I have so many mushrooms. So I have this, and I put a whole bunch of fresh herbs over the top to use those up. I'm going to let this cook down. If I have room, I'm going to add some spinach and kale to it. Otherwise, I might just saute that up with a hash for later in the week. But this is going to be my meat mixture, and this will be several meals for this coming week and a nice variety. I'm going to throw some some kale in. This is just some organic kale I got at Aldi. Some extra nutrients and color. Trying to get my 8 veggies in a day. Okay, everybody, thanks so much for watching. I will show you the finished product when I'm done. And I will also show you the creamy cauliflower beef casserole. I'm going to have that for dinner tonight. So I will show you a picture of that when I eat it. And you guys have a blessed day. Thanks so much for watching. Give it a thumbs up and a like and subscribe if you're liking the different options that we can have for gluten-free, anti-inflammatory, and AIP. Be blessed. Bye.